Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be making some meatball subs for lunch and dinner as well. I'm going to be making enough where there's leftovers so we could eat them for dinner as well. So I've been craving meatball subs and I don't know anywhere around where I live that carries a meatball sub other than Subway. I never had Subway's meatball subs before. I heard they're good. I should give them a try. I should. Maybe one day I will. But today I decided to make my own. So I'm going to show you guys the ingredients I'm going to use to make the meatballs. So let's get started. Alright, so hopefully you guys can see everything here. So over here I have my meat. I'm just going to be using lean ground beef. I know some people mix meats together, like add chicken, they add sausage, but I'm just going to be using this lean ground beef. I also have tomato pasta of your choice. I'm just going to be using this brand over here. I'm just using what I have on hand, really. Got some pepper, got some Parmesan cheese, some garlic. I made my own breadcrumbs. I didn't have any panko ones, so I just made my own. I just blended two breads together. I just have whole wheat, an egg. I have some oil in here. I usually use olive oil, but I don't have any olive oil. I got some green onion over here. I got some garlic powder, some Italian seasonings, and some salt. Now this is the only stuff I'm going to be using. I would use onion powder, but I don't have any, so I'm going to have to skip that. Luckily, this sauce has onion powder in it, so that's perfect. And I also have sub breads here. Use any one you want. Alright, so let's get started. I'm just going to add all of this stuff into my meat. So make sure your hands are clean. I already washed my hands. So let's go in with the salt first. I might add a little bit more too after. Some onion powder, Italian seasoning, green onion, or as Americans call it, scallions. Some garlic. I usually use fresh garlic, but I don't have any. Like I said, I'm only using what I have on hand. Some Parmesan cheese, black pepper, breadcrumbs. I'm just going to start with that, see if I need more. Now I'm also going to crack in the egg. I'm going to take out this white stuff in here, which I hate. Ugh, gross. Now that the white part is out of here, pour it in. I'm also going to be adding some parsley. I just eyeball it. I don't measure. I know that's a bad habit, but I just don't measure. Okay, so I'm going to go in now with clean hands. Give it a nice mix. You can wear gloves if you want, but I don't. I'm may need to add more breadcrumbs. Alright, so I got a tray that I'm gonna be using to put the meatballs in here. It looks dirty, but it's not. It's just been used a lot. And now the oil comes in handy, so you can dip your fingers in the oil, and then you're gonna form your meatballs. You can have them you can have them big or small, however you want. I personally like them a little bit smaller. So we're just gonna go with smaller, like that. It's a bit smaller, and they do shrink too. And I'm gonna be baking mine. I usually pan fry them, but I'm not gonna do that today because I don't know. I feel like it makes more of a mess when you pan fry them because it splashes everywhere, and then you gotta clean it. So I'm just trying to make it as easy as possible for me. So I'm just going to keep going in batches, and then I'll show you what they look like once I have them all formed into meatballs. Alright, so that's how it looks like. I'm going to be adding a little bit more salt on top and some more black pepper. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the leftover oil. Just kind of brush it on top to make them extra crispy, because I love my meatballs to be crispy. And this is lean ground beef. It's not too greasy. But if you're using medium, then I don't recommend doing this part. There you go. Now I'm going to put this in the oven at 425 for about 30 minutes. Or check on them in 25 minutes, but usually I do 30. Alright, so now I'm going to be adding my sauce of choice into a pan. Sorry if it's blurry. Use any sauce you guys want. I'm just going to be using this one right here. Add any seasonings you guys want. I'm just going to leave mine simple. I might add a little bit of Italian seasoning. Alright, some Italian seasoning. Give it a good mix. And once the meatballs are all cooked in the oven, I'm going to put the meatballs in here. And then I'm going to let the sauce kind of soak in the meatball. And then we're going to build up our subs. Over here I have some butter that I'm going to melt and add some garlic. And kind of make like a garlic butter and then spread it on the bread once it's all toasted. It's going to be so good. Over here I got some shredded cheese. It's mozzarella cheese. I usually like using provolone cheese, but my local grocery store didn't have any. They were all sold out, so I had to settle for mozzarella. I got some melted butter in here. I'm also going to be adding some garlic to it, making like a garlic butter. I'm also going to be adding just a pinch of parsley. And And then some Italian seasoning. Give it a good mix, and that's how it looks like. And that's how it looks like. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my buns ready. So I'm gonna make one for me and one for Brad. My son's in school. I have to go pick him up soon. So I'm gonna add some cheese. I'm gonna add cheese to both sides because we're cheese people here. Well, not Brad, I am. And then I'm gonna toast it in the oven at like 450 until it's all toasted, really. So just keep an eye on it. And now let's go check on the meatballs. Wow, meatballs are completely done. I'm gonna go put them in the sauce that I prepared. So I'm gonna put all of the meatballs in here. Now I'm gonna let this boil a little bit for about maybe like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna put it on medium and put the lid on for 10 minutes. And let them kind of just finish cooking in there in case, you know, anything can happen. So just to be prepared, let them finish cooking in there for 10 minutes to be on the safe side. Alright, so now I'm gonna be transferring my buns to the tray. And then I'm gonna go bake these on 450 for about like 10 minutes maybe, but keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on them. I'm gonna check up on them in 5 minutes until they're toasted to your liking. So I will be back. Okay, so now I'm just gonna be building the subs. I'm gonna do 3 meatballs on each bun. My ring light is getting so hot right now because of the steam going up. I hope it doesn't break my ring light. Actually, I could probably add 4. There's a bald spot right here. Oh yeah, that looks good. Let's add some sauce. I'm also going to be adding some Parmesan cheese to the garlic butter. And then what I'm going to do with the garlic butter is I'm going to put it on the crust. It's going to be very messy. But meatball subs are supposed to be messy, aren't they? They are. Okay, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of more mozzarella cheese just on top, like whatever I had left over. I don't want that to go to waste. And then we're gonna finish it off with a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top, and voila! There you go. Meatball subs. I'm gonna go give Brad his. Which one should I give him? Let's give him the better looking one, which is this one, I believe. So I will be right back. He definitely needs napkins. I'm gonna bring some napkins to him. I'll be back. Alright, so I'm outside right now, and here's my food. Let's give you guys a close-up. I look flushed right now. That's because it was so hot in the kitchen. So I'm all flushed up. Like I'm kind of red, but it's okay. There's a lot of outside noise. Okay, let's try this. And it's a rainy day too. It's drizzling right now. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's drizzling and I'm really hot right now. Summer needs to come to an end soon. Okay, I'm gonna make a thumbnail, so hang on. Well, it's really good. Like, really good. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the video here. If you guys enjoyed today's video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on my notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. This car is going back and forth. But anyways, see you guys next time. Bye.